Most Costco shoppers walk past the deli section thinking everything there is a great deal, but the truth is, some of these ready-made meals can save you a surprising amount of money, while others look tempting at first, only to leave you regretting the purchase later. So today, let's break down 15 Costco deli items that are absolutely worth buying before your next trip. Like and subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Your support means everything. 1. Chicken pot pie. One of the easiest ways to understand why Costco's deli section keeps attracting so many loyal shoppers is by taking a closer look at the famous chicken pot pie, a ready-to-bake comfort meal that consistently delivers far more value than most people expect. For around $20, you are getting nearly 6 pounds of a fully prepared family-style dinner, enough to comfortably feed 4 to 5 people, which brings the cost down to less than $4 per serving, something that is becoming increasingly difficult to find when eating out in America today. Once placed in the oven for roughly an hour, the entire kitchen slowly fills with the warm aroma of buttery pastry and slow-cooked savory filling, creating the same comforting feeling many people associate with homemade family dinners. The crust bakes into a thick, beautifully golden layer, flaky on the outside while holding everything together perfectly. Underneath sits a rich and creamy filling packed generously with tender shredded chicken, sweet peas, soft carrots, and a smooth, velvety sauce that feels far more homemade than store-bought. It is the kind of meal that works perfectly on busy weeknights, cold evenings, or anytime you want something satisfying without spending extra time cooking from scratch. Among everything Costco sells in the deli section, this remains one of the easiest recommendations for shoppers looking for maximum value and real comfort food. 2. BBQ pork back ribs. If you normally spend extra money ordering ribs at restaurants, Costco's BBQ pork back ribs might completely change the way you think about convenient ready-made meals, because this deli favorite delivers restaurant-style quality at a fraction of the usual price. Typically priced between $17 and $19, each tray comes with generously portioned pork ribs that have already been slow-cooked long enough for the meat to become incredibly tender, allowing it to pull apart effortlessly with almost no knife needed. What makes these stand out even more is the thick barbecue glaze coating every piece, combining a balanced mix of sweetness, smoky richness, and that slightly tangy finish people expect from authentic American barbecue. The best part is how simple the preparation is at home. Just wrap them in foil, heat them at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, then finish under the broiler for a few extra minutes to create beautifully caramelized, crispy edges. One tray can comfortably feed 3 people, making it an excellent option for a quick family dinner, game night, or even a backyard weekend meal without the cost of dining out. For anyone craving authentic barbecue flavor without spending hours smoking meat themselves, this is easily one of Costco Deli's strongest hidden values. 3. Beef lasagna. There is a reason why Costco shoppers continue coming back for the deli section whenever they need an easy family dinner, and beef lasagna remains one of the strongest examples of that value. Selling for around $18 to $20, this oversized tray delivers a restaurant-style Italian meal that can easily provide 6 to 8 generous servings, making it one of the most budget-friendly comfort foods available in the entire store. The moment it begins baking, the rich aroma of seasoned beef, tomato sauce, melted cheese, and baked pasta starts filling the kitchen, immediately creating the feeling of a homemade weekend dinner without requiring hours of preparation. Each layer is packed generously, with soft pasta sheets stacked between savory ground beef sauce, creamy ricotta, and thick melted mozzarella that stretches beautifully with every bite. One thing shoppers especially appreciate is how well it reheats, because unlike many frozen or prepared pasta meals, the texture remains balanced and satisfying even the next day. The outer edges develop a slightly crispy baked finish, while the center stays moist, cheesy, and full of deep, savory flavor. For large families, busy workdays, or anyone wanting a filling dinner without cooking from scratch, this remains one of Costco Deli's safest and smartest purchases. 4. Meatloaf with mashed potatoes. Sometimes the best meals are not the trendy ones people talk about online, and Costco's meatloaf with mashed potatoes proves that simple classic comfort food can still deliver incredible value when done right. Priced at around $15, this ready-to-heat meal gives shoppers a full dinner experience without requiring any extra preparation, making it one of the easiest grab-and-go options for busy households. The meatloaf itself comes thick-cut and generously portioned, made with well-seasoned ground beef that stays juicy throughout reheating instead of drying out like many pre-made supermarket meals. On top sits a lightly sweet tomato glaze that adds a balanced richness, helping every bite feel more satisfying and homemade. Right beside it, Costco packs a large serving of creamy mashed potatoes, smooth in texture, buttery in flavor, and rich enough to feel like something served during a holiday family dinner. A small trick many regular shoppers recommend is brushing extra barbecue sauce over the meatloaf before reheating, because it deepens the flavor and creates a much better finish. For anyone wanting a complete dinner with zero cooking stress, this remains one of the deli section's most underrated purchases. 5. Macaroni and cheese. Few comfort foods in America feel as universally loved as a big tray of creamy macaroni and cheese, and Costco has managed to turn this simple classic into one of the best value meals hiding inside the deli section. Selling for roughly $12 to $13, this oversized tray easily provides enough food for 6 to 8 servings, making it an excellent option for large families, weekend gatherings, or anyone looking for a filling side dish that can quickly become the main event. The first thing people notice after heating it is the incredibly rich cheese aroma that instantly makes the entire kitchen feel warm and inviting. Unlike cheaper boxed versions, the pasta stays tender while being coated in a thick, velvety cheese sauce that tastes far more indulgent and homemade. Once baked, the top layer develops a lightly golden crust that adds extra texture, creating that perfect contrast between creamy softness underneath and a slightly crisp finish on top. Kids absolutely love it, adults rarely complain, and it pairs incredibly well with barbecue, grilled meats, or even as a quick meal by itself. For shoppers searching for simple comfort food that consistently delivers flavor without costing much, this remains one of Costco Deli's easiest wins. 6. Chili con carne with shredded beef. If you are looking for something in Costco's deli section that offers serious value while giving you multiple meal options from a single purchase, chili con carne with shredded beef deserves far more attention than it usually gets. At only around $11, this large container delivers a surprisingly hearty meal packed with real shredded beef instead of the overly watered-down texture that often disappoints people with cheaper, store-bought chili. From the first spoonful, you immediately notice the rich, slow-cooked flavor built around savory beef, smoky spices, tender beans, and a thick, satisfying consistency that feels filling without being overly heavy. What makes this product especially practical is its versatility, because one container can easily stretch into 3 to 4 separate meals depending on how you serve it. You can enjoy it as a hot bowl of chili on colder evenings, spoon it over baked potatoes for a more filling dinner, or turn it into game day food by pairing it with tortilla chips, melted cheese, and sour cream. Unlike many ready-made deli meals that only work one way, this product gives shoppers flexibility while still delivering bold flavor. For anyone who wants convenience, variety, and strong value in one purchase, this remains one of Costco Deli's smartest hidden bargains. 7. Chicken croissant sandwiches. For shoppers who need something fast, convenient, and surprisingly affordable for lunch, Costco's chicken croissant sandwiches continue to stand out as one of the smartest ready-to-eat options available inside the deli section. Priced at roughly $16, each package includes 5 large buttery croissant sandwiches, along with a fresh Caesar salad on the side, bringing the cost down to well under $3.50 per serving, which is significantly cheaper than grabbing lunch at most cafes or fast casual restaurants in the United States today. What makes this product especially appealing is the convenience. Because there is absolutely no reheating or preparation required, simply open the container, and the meal is ready within seconds. The croissants themselves are soft, flaky, and rich with buttery flavor, while inside you get a generous filling of tender chicken mixed with a creamy, seasoned dressing that feels balanced rather than overly heavy. The added Caesar salad gives the meal extra freshness, making the entire package feel more complete instead of just another basic sandwich tray. Whether packed for work lunches, road trips, quick family meals, or busy afternoons when cooking is not an option, this remains one of Costco Deli's easiest grab-and-go wins for people who value both convenience and solid everyday savings. 8. Stuffed bell peppers. There are days when heavy comfort food simply feels like too much. And that is exactly where Costco's stuffed bell peppers quietly become one of the smartest options hiding in the deli section. Instead of overloaded pasta, creamy sauces, or greasy takeout-style meals, this dish offers something noticeably lighter, fresher, yet still filling enough to satisfy a full dinner craving. Each tray includes 3 large bell peppers, carefully packed with seasoned ground beef, fluffy rice, and rich tomato sauce, creating 6 complete servings that feel surprisingly balanced from the very first bite. What immediately stands out is how fresh everything tastes. The peppers keep their natural sweetness, the beef delivers a savory depth that feels homemade, and the tomato base ties everything together without becoming overly heavy. After heating, the peppers soften perfectly while still holding their shape beautifully, making the entire meal look far more premium than most ready-made grocery store dinners. On busy weeknights, when cooking feels exhausting but fast food sounds unhealthy, this easily becomes one of those Costco meals people end up buying again and again. 9. Gyro box. For Costco shoppers who enjoy restaurant-style international flavors but do not want to spend extra money on takeout, the Gyro box quietly remains one of the deli section's most impressive hidden gems. Selling for around $17, this ready-to-assemble meal kit gives you everything needed to make approximately 5 to 6 full gyros at home, delivering the kind of value that is hard to match at most Mediterranean restaurants where a single gyro can easily cost close to $10 on its own. Inside the package, Costco separates every ingredient carefully, including seasoned slices of lamb, soft pita bread, fresh vegetables, and a generous portion of creamy tzatziki sauce, allowing you to build each serving exactly the way you prefer. Preparation is incredibly simple, requiring only a quick sear on the lamb and a few moments warming the pita bread before assembling everything together. The flavor combination feels surprisingly authentic, with the savory, seasoned meat pairing perfectly against the cool yogurt-based sauce and the freshness of the vegetables. What makes this product especially appealing is that it creates a restaurant-quality meal experience without the wait time, delivery fees, or higher menu prices. For shoppers who want variety beyond traditional American comfort food, while still keeping convenience and value in mind, this remains one of Costco Deli's strongest underrated picks. 10. Shrimp cocktail tray. When it comes to party food that looks impressive without requiring any preparation, Costco's shrimp cocktail tray continues to be one of the easiest premium purchases shoppers can make in the deli section. Priced at around $18, this ready-to-serve platter delivers restaurant-quality seafood presentation at nearly half of what similar shrimp appetizers often cost when ordered at casual dining restaurants across the United States. The tray comes beautifully arranged with large, chilled shrimp placed neatly around a central container of classic cocktail sauce, making it instantly ready for serving the moment you bring it home. What stands out immediately is the quality of the shrimp itself. Each piece is firm, properly cooked, naturally sweet, and avoids the rubbery texture that cheaper pre-packed seafood products often have. The cocktail sauce adds the familiar balance of tangy tomato flavor, mild heat, and refreshing acidity that pairs perfectly with cold seafood. This product becomes especially valuable during family gatherings, holiday dinners, football watch parties, or any event where you need something that feels elegant without spending extra time in the kitchen. Costco has quietly turned this into one of the best grab-and-serve entertaining options in the entire store. 11. Fruit and cheese tray. Sometimes the best Costco purchases are not full meals at all, but simple products that instantly make hosting feel effortless, and the fruit and cheese tray does exactly that better than most people expect. At around $15, you are getting a beautifully arranged platter that honestly looks like something you would pay much more for at specialty grocery stores or catered events. The biggest advantage here is convenience. There is no washing fruit, slicing cheese, arranging plates, or spending extra time preparing anything before guests arrive. Costco handles all of that for you. The fresh fruit brings natural sweetness and vibrant color, while the variety of cheeses adds a richer, more premium contrast that makes the entire presentation feel polished and surprisingly elegant. This is the type of product that works almost anywhere: family visits, weekend gatherings, movie nights, holiday hosting, or even those last-minute moments when unexpected guests suddenly show up. For something so simple, it saves far more time and effort than most shoppers realize. And once people try it, many end up adding it to their regular Costco routine. 12. Classic potato salad. Some side dishes seem simple at first glance, but Costco's classic potato salad continues proving that basic recipes, when made well, can easily become one of the most reliable purchases inside the deli section. Sold in a large family-sized container, this chilled, ready-to-eat favorite delivers generous portions at a price that consistently feels like a better deal, compared with buying similar prepared salads from most grocery stores or making it from scratch at home. From the very first bite, the texture stands out immediately. Tender chunks of potato are coated in a rich, creamy dressing that feels smooth without becoming overly heavy, while small pieces of celery and onion add just enough crunch to keep every bite balanced and satisfying. The flavor profile stays true to classic American potato salad, slightly tangy, lightly savory, and familiar in the kind of way people expect from backyard cookouts or summer gatherings. What makes this product especially useful is how easily it pairs with so many other foods, whether served beside ribs, burgers, grilled chicken, barbecue platters, or packed for picnics and outdoor family events. Unlike homemade versions that can sometimes vary in consistency, Costco manages to keep the quality surprisingly dependable every time. For shoppers wanting an easy crowd-pleasing side dish without extra kitchen work, this remains one of the deli section's most dependable value purchases. 13. Chicken salad. Some Costco deli products grab attention instantly, but others quietly earn a permanent spot in shoppers' carts week after week, and chicken salad is easily one of those hidden favorites people keep coming back for. It may look simple sitting behind the deli counter, but do not let that fool you, because this is one of those products that often tastes far better than people expect the first time they try it. Instead of using overly processed shredded chicken like many grocery store versions, Costco packs this with real chunks of tender chicken breast, giving every bite a fresh, satisfying texture that feels much closer to something homemade. Mixed throughout are crisp celery pieces adding the perfect light crunch, while the creamy mayonnaise dressing brings richness without becoming too heavy or overpowering. What makes this even better is how incredibly useful it becomes throughout the week. You can eat it straight from the container, build quick lunch sandwiches in minutes, serve it with crackers for easy snacks, or pair it with fresh vegetables when you want something lighter. It stays fresh surprisingly well for several days, making meal prep much easier. For busy families looking for convenience, protein, and everyday value, this is one of those underrated Costco staples that quietly outperforms expectations every single time. 14. Spinach artichoke dip. When it comes to easy party food that feels far more expensive and impressive than the effort required, Costco's spinach artichoke dip continues to be one of the deli section's most consistently underrated crowd favorites. This rich, ready-to-heat appetizer combines creamy cheese, tender spinach, and flavorful artichokes in a way that instantly turns a simple snack into something that feels restaurant quality. The first thing most people notice after warming it is the incredibly rich aroma coming from the melted cheese base, creating the kind of warm, comforting smell that immediately makes guests curious about what is being served. The texture is thick, smooth, and incredibly satisfying, while the spinach adds freshness, and the artichokes bring a slightly tangy flavor that balances out the richness surprisingly well. Preparation could not be easier. Simply heat it for a few minutes, then serve alongside tortilla chips, toasted bread slices, crackers, or even fresh vegetables depending on the occasion. This product becomes especially useful during game nights, family gatherings, holiday parties, or casual weekends when you want something shareable without spending time cooking from scratch. For shoppers who enjoy entertaining while keeping things simple, this remains one of Costco Deli's easiest premium-feeling purchases without the premium price tag. 15. Cheesecake. Among everything sitting inside Costco's deli section, there is one dessert that longtime shoppers consistently agree has become an absolute legend, and that is the famous cheesecake, a product that continues proving premium desserts do not always need premium prices. Selling for around $23, this oversized dessert easily delivers more than a dozen generous slices, making it one of the strongest value purchases for birthdays, holiday gatherings, family celebrations, or simply anyone wanting a bakery-quality dessert without paying specialty bakery prices. The very first thing people notice is the size, because this is far larger than what most grocery stores offer at similar price points, yet the quality remains surprisingly impressive. Each slice is incredibly rich and ultra creamy, with a smooth, dense texture that melts slowly as you eat, delivering that signature indulgent cheesecake experience people usually associate with far more expensive dessert shops. The graham cracker crust underneath adds a subtle buttery crunch that balances the creamy filling beautifully, preventing the dessert from feeling overly heavy despite its richness. Another huge advantage is versatility, because leftovers freeze extremely well while maintaining texture, allowing families to enjoy it over multiple occasions instead of finishing everything at once. For shoppers looking for one final Costco Deli purchase that consistently feels luxurious while still offering exceptional value, this remains the undisputed king of the entire section. If you find this content helpful, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Every subscription truly motivates us and brings us closer to our goal of reaching 10,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for your support.